Good morning. It's not quite 10 o'clock, but I'm on. I'm live. Here we are, Friday. Can you even believe it? December 30th. Holy moly mackerel. Another year is just about to birth itself. So, we're going to wait till 10 o'clock and then I'm officially going to start. But I've got a ton of things to show you today. So I'm very excited about that. And if you hear a little bit of snoring in the background, that's because our sweet little Coco has come to visit us for a week or so while her parents are having a lovely little vacation, a lovely, nice vacation. So anyway, it's almost 10 o'clock, and so we'll just watch the clock tick down, just like we're going to do tomorrow night. It's 10 o'clock. Here we are. Friday is, if anybody is there, please do pop on and say hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, first of all, I've got a ton of things, like I said, a ton of things to show you and talk to you about. So first thing, let's bring this over. Now, here is the gnome stamp set, which is in the current mini catalog. Now, I have to tell you, if you've fallen in love with these little gnomes and you haven't gotten this stamp set, you might want to consider getting it today or tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow is the last day for this current mini catalog. As of January, the new mini catalog, which you should be getting, hopefully you're getting in the mail, will be arriving in your mailbox ASAP if you haven't already got it. But anyway, this stamp set, which is in the current mini, is not going to carry over into the annual catalog. However, these dies will. These dies will carry over. So here is the current mini. If there's anything, hey, Colleen, good morning. Thank you for popping on. So if there's, I'm just telling everybody about this. If there's anything in the current mini you want, now you need to get it before tomorrow because tomorrow's the last day that this catalog is available. And then the new mini starts next week. But anyway, this stamp set, repeating, this stamp set, which is in this catalog, is not carrying over into the annual catalog, but the dies are. And the reason that the dies are is because in this brand new catalog, there is a stinking cute new gnome set. I can't show you it, but there is. So anyway, that's the story with that. So you get it? These dies will carry over into the new annual catalog, but this stamp set won't. So if you want this, get it today or tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's the first thing. So let me get that out of the way. Now, the next thing I want to show you is, so last week, remember I was all muddled up because I could not find the stamps that go along with this stamp set. Well, guess what? They were right in front of me. They were absolutely in front of me, right next to my lamp. Good morning, Barbara. Thanks for popping on. So anyway, there they were, and let me tell you, I have to say, let me just bring me up here for a second. I have to say that the kits, now I'm not talking Paper Pumpkin. Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription. The collection kits are not. You can look online and decide whatever you want. We have them most of the time, blah, blah, blah. But these kits are amazing because it comes with everything that you need. And when I say everything you need, it's everything you need. So like last week, let me just show you again last week. Let me bring this up. So last week I was making these absolutely adorable birthday cards. And you know what? My motto for 2023 is be prepared. I was a Girl Scout. That was the motto that we had as Girl Scouts. And I think it holds true today. So I want to be prepared. I don't want to have to think in terms of, oh my gosh, I've got to hurry up and get a card made. Or for some people who are still going to those stores where they sell cards, C-A-R-D-S, that you pay way, way too much for. Anyway, it's be prepared. So I'm going to have a stash of cards, which I always do, and I think it's a great idea. But anyway, here is what I stamped last week. Happy birthday to you. And on the inside, happy, happy birthday with some confetti. And then this one, look at how cute this one was with all the candles and the little embellishments on the candles. And this one, oops, this one doesn't say anything on the inside, but it will. But these stamps are adorable. And of course, the envelopes are just to die for. They're so stinking cute. They're bright, colorful. You could stamp on the outside of the front of the envelope as well. The flaps are adorable, beautiful. So there's a lot of value to this. So there's this. So yes, the stamps were right in view, but I just didn't see them. And let me tell you, this is an amazing value. Look at this. Look at the stamps that you get. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 stamps with this kit. It's unbelievable. Okay, so good morning, Leslie. Thanks for popping on. Okay, so I'm going to talk more about that in a minute. But let's get to the card of the day. So here is the card that I'm going to show you how to make. Now, I did take a lot of inspiration from Betty Sakosha. She's one of my friends. She's a demonstrator, and she did this card. Well, she did a very similar card to this. I changed it just a tiny little bit. But anyway, let's get started, and I'm going to show you. First of all, the stamp set is from the new catalog. It's called Country Bouquet. And this is actually a bundle. There is a punch that goes with it that punches out these hearts and these leaves. But for today, we're just going to use the stamp set. So let me just bring this over and show you what we need. First of all, we need our base, which is our real red cardstock, and it's already cut and scored. Blah, 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 blah. You know how we do that. And then I'm using my very friendly bone folder to get that nice crisp fold, and I'll just put that over there for the side. Then we've got some other paper here, but the piece of paper that I want first is I want this smaller piece of basic white cardstock. Now this is a piece that's cut 5 by 3 3/4 inches, and what I'm going to do is I am going to take my PS pad, because this is a photopolymer stamp, and I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to put this here. Now this stamp set these are really kind of distinctive sets. I like this a lot. This is a layered effect, and it gives a lot of dimension when you look at the card very closely. So there are 2 stamps that I'm going to use. This one is going to be done in garden green, and then the layover is going to be done in real red. Now, when you have stamps like that, sometimes for some reason Stampin' Up! Will put tick marks on the stamp where you can see how to line them up perfectly. For some reason they didn't do it here, or at least I'm not seeing it. So I made my own tick marks. So what I did was I took this one, this is the layover piece, and I put a little tick mark right in here. And I don't know if you can see it or not. Let me just bring this up. I used a permanent marker and I put a little tick mark right there. And then I did the same thing on the base one, which is right here. There's the tick mark. So when you're layering these, what you first want to do is take your paper, take a pencil, and you want to put a tick mark where you want this to go. Now I'm going to put it right like here. I'm going to put a little tick mark with pencil, just like that. See that little tiny tick mark? Okay. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my garden green ink, and let me move this aside over here. And I'm going to take my my base, and I'm going to stamp it up with the garden green ink. Now the other thing I want to do is I want to make sure that the bottom of the heart is lined up in this orientation, in a vertical orientation, so that it's pretty straight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I've got ink on it, I'm going to bring it in here, I'm going to line up my mark that's on my stamp. I used a permanent marker, and then I'm going to put it right onto this like so. And I'm going to press. Sorry I had to have my head in the way, but there it is. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let me see if I can bring it up. You probably can't, because it's pretty hard to see, but there's the tick mark, and it's nice and straight. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my real red ink. Here we go. And I'm going to ink this up, ink it up, and then here is my tick mark right there. See that little black mark? Let me pull it over here. See if you, there you go. There it is right there. If you, in real life you can see it. And then I'm going to bring it in, and I'm going to line it up with this tick mark again. Now, I'm trying to get my head, oh, I can't do that. I can't get my head out of the way. So I'm just going to hold on here. Let me get this down. So the tick mark is lined up, and I'm just going to press it down like this. Hi, Jenny. Jenny is from the UK. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How nice of Jenny and I met in Thailand. You know what? Let me just talk a little bit about Jenny. We met in Thailand. We were sitting next to each other on lounge chairs at the beautiful resort that we were with. I earned that trip through Stampin' Up. Jenny earned that trip through Stampin' Up. And I have an international friend. I have lots of international friends. Anyway, Jenny, thank you so much for popping on. Okay, let's get back to where we are. Oh, okay, so now, my friends, there you have it. So there is my heart. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the dies from the Fitting Florets stamp set, die set rather, the bundle. And this is the one that has all of the hearts. We had a great time, Jenny. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it onto my cardstock like this. And I'm going to run it through. Now I have to bring it over to my machine so I can run it over. So don't go anywhere. Have a sip of coffee or tea or a little bit of morning wine. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Lovely to see you too, Jenny. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. I've just got to get this run through very quickly. Get this all cut out. I've got to figure out another way to have my... wait a minute, hold on 1 second, folks. Let me just run this through. And then I got another little trick I'm going to do. Okay, that one's done. Now, here we go. It's all run through. I love this set. Must ink it up. Looks fab with that hot dye. Yes, it does. So there it is. Here it is, all popped out. Isn't that pretty? Now, I'm going to add a little bit more pizzazz to this. I don't know if you saw on the sample, but here is the sample again. If you look very closely, I ran this piece of paper through the Dainty Diamonds embossing folder. So I'm going to, hi, Terry. Terry's from Maine. Here we go. Terry is in Maine. Boy, I've got people, Maine, England, the country of England, Massachusetts, who knows wherever else people are. Anyway, here we go. So I ran it through the Dainty Dots. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take my Dainty Diamonds embossing folder and I'm going to put this in and I'm going to get it equidistant because I want to make sure that it's nice and straight and even and it looks really, really pretty. I'm just going to get it, there we go, just a tiny little bit more over. That's way. This, and one of the nice things about this folder is that because it has its own grid, you can actually see how that looks when you run it through. Okay, let me go run it through. I'll be right back. Hold on. Here we go. And I have another fun thing to show you too. I got myself a cute little toy for Christmas. All right, here we go. That's run through. And now normally when I'm doing this, I would be doing it at my table. And so I would have everything there. But you see all these little tiny hearts that come off? I just want to keep them here for a second. I'll show you why in a minute. But anyway, here is this. All right, now let's see how that looks. Can you see? Isn't that pretty? Now, I noticed that there is a little bit of extra on the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to come in and trim that off. I'm going to take my little trimmer and just take, let's see, I'm going to take just a smidgen off just to make it a little bit more even, just for the eye appeal. Let's see how this looks. That's good. One tiny little bit of an extra snipperini here. Just a little bit. Okay. All right, there we go. So that's taken care of. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get some assembly going here. Now, if you also notice on this card, what I did was I took a piece of basic white cardstock and I put it behind the layer that I just did. But you can also see some red through it. So you say, well, how did I get the red? Well, this is what I did. I took a piece of red, basic red cardstock, and I'm going to put it on like this behind it. So what it does is it shows the red of the hearts. Isn't that clever? I mean, too darn cute. So let me get my little silicone pad. Can't live without the silicone pad. It's just one of those things you just have to have. And I'm going to put some adhesive on this piece and this piece, just like this, hither and yon. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this piece of red paper and I'm going to put it on the back because I want to make sure that I cover all of those hots so that when I turn it over, ta-da, there's that. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it in to that white piece of cardstock, and I am going to trim this down just a tiny little bit because this is just a little bit too long for me, because I think it needs to be trimmed down so that it mats this layer. So I'm just going to take maybe 1/4 of an inch off. So let me bring in my little trimmer again, and I'm just going to take off, let's see, about this much. That looks good to me. And we'll take that little, put it out. There we go. Oh yeah, much better. Now I shall add some adhesive to this and to this. This piece, let's see, that one's got a little bit of sticky issue here going on. I don't know what's going on here. All right. And what's going on here? There we go. There we go. This is, I've got this is an old dispenser that I'm using, but like I said, I've got so much snail that I just really have to use it all up. Okay, so I'm going to bring this in and I'm going to put it on like that, just to give it another little dimension. When you look at this card closely, it's really, really pretty. I think it's really pretty. Then I'm going to put some adhesive on this because we're going to put it on the base of our card, on that nice piece of real red cardstock, and bring that in like this. How pretty is that? Now, I don't mind the fact that I have extra on the top and the bottom. I like the way that looks. I do like the way that looks. Okay, so then I'm going to take my brand new Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to add some wink to this. Now, I don't know that you probably can't see this on the camera, but in real life, Wink of Stella is just a nice little extra bit of ink, which gives a little bit of pop and pizzazz to whatever project you're working on. And it highlights these little hearts and these little tiny flowers very nicely, I think. So there we go, just a little bit. I'm just squeezing a little bit. I love it when I have a brand new Winky. I go through a Wink of Stella then, you know, like crazy. I mean, I probably, I don't know, maybe 10 a month I go through for my own personal things, but also for my classes. It's crazy. All right, so that's good there. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make my banner. Here's my, good morning, Gail. Thanks for popping on. Yay, it's nice to have you. Okay, so that goes there. So now I'm going to make my banner. Now my banner is going to be made with some white embossing powder. I love to emboss. Embossing is wicked fun. First thing to do is take out my little rosin powder here and pad this up to get, so the static will only allow me to ink up where I want to ink up. I'm going to take the stamp that says Happy Valentine's Day, use a little Versamark, da-da-da-da-da-da, put some Versamark right on like this, and then I'm going to take my white embossing powder. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, white embossing powder. This is my old powder pal. The new powder pals that we have are very, very nice. If you need one, if you don't have one, you definitely need to get one. It comes with a brush. It comes with a whole bunch of things. It's a very nice, there we go, a very, very nice new embossing set. And I'm just going to take my little, pick tool here, and I'm going to just take it. I see a little tiny spot right on the happy. There we go. Perfect. Now I'm going to take my little plastic tweezers here, because God knows this is wicked hot, and we're going to heat this up. So it's going to take a minute or two. Da 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 da. It takes a while for the heat tool to heat up, and I haven't used it yet this morning, so just bear with me. Bear with me. Some demonstrators do it underneath like that, but I like to do it on the top. I don't know why. I just do. Oh, here we go. It's starting to get wet and dry. We love it. I love what happens when you emboss. Embossing is just really, really fun. There we go. I don't know if you noticed, but I did shut off my overhead light this morning only because it was casting a very large shadow, and I figured that's not going to work. Okay, we're done. All right, let me let that cool off because we all know how wicked hot that is. And then I'm going to take my little paintbrush and I'm just going to brush nicely to get the rest of that rosin off. Perfect. Then I'm going to take my little snipperinis. Where are they? Here we go. And I'm going to make my own banner. Now, I have plenty of dies that I could use to banner this out and a bunch of punches, but look at how fast that is. It's just easy to do it this way. So it's nice to have options. So there, we'll put that there. Then I'm going to take some dimensionals. And let me get a dimensional here. Whoops, let me get one that's got some dimensionals on it. Okay, I think 2 will do nicely. 1 here and 1 here. And then I'm going to pop these off. Wait till I show you my fun little tool that I bought myself. Okay, now I'm going to bring my card back in and I'm going to pop it on like this. Just like that. Then I am going to take my pick-me-up tool and I'm going to add some pearls to it. I'm going to put one here. I'm going to put another one probably right up here. Yep. And I'm going to put a third one down here like that. There we go. So that is the outside of the card. Now the inside of the card in the envelope, we cannot finish this card without giving some attention to the inside. So I'm going to put a message on the inside. And I like the fact that this has lots of different messages. Look, it says, I love that we are friends. For you, I love you with love. Happy Valentine's Day. Just wanted to say. So this has a lot of versatility. So I'm going to take the one that says, I love that we are friends. And I've got to bring my pad back in because this is a photopolymer stamp. All right, ink this up and ta-da. And then I'm going to use these cute little hearts. This is a 2-step stamping. I'm going to do it in real red, but you could do it in a different color so that you could have more of a contrast if you wanted. But there's that. And then on the envelope, I'm going to do the same thing like that. How cute is that? Hey, Paula, good morning. Joining late. That's okay. It's nice that you're joining us. All right, so now let me add a little bit of adhesive to this. And this is a card that we're going to do next week. Now, I'm also offering 3 Valentine classes. I'll tell you about that in a moment. What is going on with this adhesive this morning? There we go. Okay. All right, here we go. And let me put this on the inside. And then let me show you the finished product because they are finished. Now, the only thing I have to do is put my name on the back like what you have to do too. You have to put the name on the back of your card. But isn't that a pretty card? I just love it. I think it's really, really pretty. I think a lot of people will enjoy receiving it, but it's also wicked fun to make it. So that's what we're going to make next Monday and Tuesday. I also will have a generic card too, but I haven't had a chance to make that yet. But we'll have something else to play with. But I wanted to show you something. So see all these little tiny pieces of paper that are on my work area? Well, look what I got myself. Look at this cute little ladybug. This is a vacuum cleaner. How simple, how adorable is this? And you just put it on and you just come here on your work area and guess what? All of those little pieces are all sucked up into this cute little vacuum. Done. Okay, there we go. So that's that. All right, so now I told you about the classes. So let me show you what's going to happen here. On February 21st, I am going to have a kit class. We're going to start with the kit. We're going to use this kit. And let me tell you, again, Our kits, these are kits. These are not paper pumpkin. These are actual kits that Stampin' Up! Offers. You get to see what they are. If you go to Stampin'Up.com and you go to kit collections, you'll see what they are. They come in this nice box, which is a great box, by the way, for many purposes. But for example, this set, the one that we're going to use on the 21st, is called, what's it called? It's called Love Treats Kit. Now this is a set of boxes that you get to make. So let me just open this up and show you. I'm not going to put it together. I'm just going to show you what you're going to get. Because talk about value. This is an incredible value. And these can be used for so many different things. These are the little boxes, and this will hold a gift card. So it gets all folded up. It's already scored for you. You get, I forget how many of them you get. Is it 20? Wait a minute. Where's the piece right here? Yes, 20 of these treat boxes. Plus, you get the ink spot, which is basic gray. Plus, you get the acrylic block. Plus, you get the stamp set. And look at how cute these stamps are. This one is, well, they're just, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 stamps. 10 stamps, the ink spot, the acrylic block, plus the boxes, plus all of the ingredients that you need to make these boxes adorable. So we're going to do this on February 21st. Everybody who comes is going to get this. But wait, there's more. So let me put this back in here so I don't lose anything, because you know how I am. Very messy, but that's okay. All right, so let me put that away. So that's the first thing you're going to get. Then the next thing you're going to get is, because remember, I just said we're going to have class 3 weeks in a row. February 21st, February 28th, and January 21st, January 28th, and February 4th. So I am also going to give you 1/2 package of this absolutely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful designer series paper. This designer series paper is in the brand new catalog, and it is called Country Floral Lane Designs, designer series paper. And look at how pretty these patterns are. So there's one, and on the flip side, the flip sides are gorgeous. Look at how pretty that is. Look at how pretty this is. The colors are just spectacular. And on the flip side, there are little tiny hearts. Here's another one. Look at this. The bicycle with the basket of flowers in it with all little hearts on it. And the back is balmy blue. Then this one, look at how pretty this is. Oh, all fresh springy colors. And the back has a balmy blue with lots of hearts. This one, it actually coordinates with the punch that comes with this bundle. So we're going to be using that. And here is the back side of that paper. Oh, God, luscious. And look at how pretty this one is in Granny Apple and balmy blue with a little bit of pink in it. And there's the back of that. So you're going to get 1/2 package of this. This will come in, I'm going to cut them up into 6x6 pieces. So you're going to get 1/2 package of that. But wait, there's more. Then you're also going to get a package of this only Saturdays, no weekends, no weekdays for this. Maybe, Terry, you know what? I might. Let me think about that. I might do that. I don't know. I'll have to see what my calendar holds, but it's possibility. So anyway, you're also going to get the Real Red and burlap ribbon, this package. And wait, there's more. You're going to get your own Wink of Stella. What did I do with the Wink of Stella? We all know what Winky looks like. What did I do with it? Anyway, you're going to get your own Wink of Stella, and you're going to get a package of pearls. Everybody is going to need pearls. And the reason you're getting all of these supplies is because on those 2 days after the 21st, we're going to make 4 cards on the 28th, and then on February 4th, we're going to make Valentine favors. So these are a lot of the supplies that you're going to use. But wait, there's more. With all of these products, you are then going to be eligible for something in the new celebration catalog, because your product value is going to be at least $50. Now, the price of this class is going to be $65. That includes everything. It includes the kit. The Valentine kit. It includes the ribbon. It includes the pearls. It includes the Wink of Stella. It includes the a half a package of the Designer Series paper. Huge, huge, huge value. So I need to know if you want to come to that class on the 21st. You don't have to come on the 28th or the 4th, but I would love you to come because you're going to make more projects with these products. The class on the 21st is $65. The class on the 28th is $12, and the class on February 4th is going to be to be determined because I'm not exactly sure what favors we're going to make just yet, but we'll probably make 4 to 6 favors using a lot of the things that you've got today. So that's that story in a nutshell. So, let's see. Yes. Have I told you everything? I've shown you what we're going to do next week. Monday and Tuesday, we're going to start off making this card. So if you want to come Monday at 4 o'clock or Tuesday morning at 9 a.m., please let me know. That would be fun to have you. Oh, and the other thing about the kits. Yes, let me tell you about another thing about the kits. I'm really thinking I'm going to do a Kit of the Month class because, let me just show you this. Look at these. This is called Timeless Greetings. These are cards that would specifically be great for men. I love them. I actually have that right here. Let me just show you this. Here, let me bring this back. Let me bring this over here. Let me show you this. Okay. Here it is. Here it is. Here is the Timeless Greetings kit. And this one is, it's again, you get, here's the block, here are all the ingredients that you need. Here is the stamp set. This is soft suede, and here are the stamps. It's amazing, really, really amazing. So that's a great stamp set as well to use, and a kit to use, as well as the value. The value is unbelievable. It's just amazing. This one is called A Million Thanks. Again, look at how pretty these cards are. Beautiful greens, different shades of greens, and I think this is Flirty Flamingo, it might be. But it's nice to have these cards on hand because if you need something quickly, you've got a thank you card, you've got a birthday card, you've got a card for a man, whatever. So anyway, that's the story, my friends. So I think I've shown you everything that I wanted to show you today. I hope that you're excited about Valentine's Day coming up. It's been a wonderful holiday season. I know that a lot of people have had a lot of fun. It's been great. And now we're looking forward to a brand new year and lots of fun stamping. So hopefully I will see you next Monday or Tuesday. If you want long distance packages, please let me know. Jenny, thank you for popping on from across the ocean. It's been fabulous having you here. Fabulous, fabulous. Excuse me. All right, my friends, I wish you a wonderful New Year's Eve, a New Year's Day, a wonderful celebration. I hope you're doing something fun. And if not, relax and enjoy the time as the clock ticks to 2023. I will see you next year. Next year. I'll see you next year. Okay, my friends, namaste. Thank you so much for your support. I love you.